Hey guys, welcome to Manifesting Better. I'm back with another video and another topic that needs to be addressed. I also have an Instagram account, the link for that is in the description box below. Coaching is also available, the link for that too is in the description box below. In this video, I want to talk about some common limiting beliefs that I have seen in my journey as a coach for the past 3 years and as a conscious creator for the past 7 years. I have dealt with a lot of clients, and once you get into like working with so many people, I have worked with around 5,000 plus people. So once you get around working with so many people, you realize that there are some common themes that people are going through, some common beliefs that people are going through, which if worked on will make the whole process easier. Now, of course, based on your particular situation and based on who you are, where you are coming from, what are your circumstances, what are the beliefs that you have had since you have been younger, a lot of things are involved to understand what your true belief system is, which is not possible in a video, and that's what I do in my one-on-one sessions. But here I will be covering some common ones that I have seen come up the most. Now, I will just first tell you the 5 beliefs that I will be talking about, and then I will explain each and every one. The first one is you need to work super hard for money. The second one is you cannot have it all. The third one is manifestation can take years. The fourth one is you cannot manifest a specific person. The fifth one is that love has to be earned. Now let's go step by step. Let's first talk about the first belief and then let's take it forward to the next ones. So the first belief is you need to work super hard for money. If you have been watching my videos and following my content for a while, you know that I have been very open about my journey as someone who did not have a lot of wealth growing up to someone who now has a good amount of money and has built up a wealth and living a comfortable life. This was one belief that was always in my mind. Since I was younger, I always thought that the only way that I can earn a lot of money is if I work super hard, and the hardest that I will work, the harder that I will work, the more opportunities that I will get. You know what actually broke this belief down for me? First, let's understand where this belief comes from. If you truly look at where this belief comes from, it comes from people who have been working for money throughout their lives in a very extended amount. And these are the same people, can be, and this will be slightly triggering, but can be your family members, can be your father, can be your uncle, because that's what it is. It was for me, my family too, to a certain degree, the surroundings that I was in, because all I heard was that, oh, you need to work super hard for money, and the people who have it easy are bad people. And I was grown up, and growing up, I started resenting people for having money. So if someone didn't work super hard for their money, I automatically assumed that they got it in a bad way because that is what was instilled in me, when this doesn't really have to be true. And I also know which moment actually broke this belief down for me. So here we have a house help, like a person who comes helps you around the house to clean the house and everything. And one day I was just sitting and I was just looking at like how she was working, and I just saw that, wait, she's one of the hardest working people I know, and she doesn't really earn a good amount of money. So maybe this belief that working super hard means that you will be successful or you will have money is not true, because if that would be true, then she works hardest out of all the people I know. Then maybe there is also something that is called a belief system that we have to instill. Now I'm not it is not an attack on her or people who are working super hard, because you have to, sometimes you get in situations where work feels very exhausting. But what I'm trying to tell you is that it's more about the belief system and then putting in the work, rather than just putting in the work without a direction and your belief system stays the same. That doesn't really work at all. The next belief is you cannot have it all. Now, this belief system again came from the outer world, and you listen to a lot of people say this, that, hey, you cannot have it all. So if you get a girl who is good looking, maybe she will not be good in her personality. If you get a job that pays well, it will not have good working hours. If you have a good love life, then maybe your health will suffer. If you have good money, maybe something is missing. And the thing about life is that You will see that with people. You will see that with a lot of people. And usually the people that are talking about these things are coming from an experience where at one point in their life they had one thing, but the other thing wasn't just there. But before, and how to break this belief down and to understand why this belief is not true, is to understand that there are people in this world who have it all. Even if there is one person in the world who has it all, why cannot it be me? That's the first thing. The second thing, you have to understand that people look at the world from their own limitations. So when someone comes and tells you that you cannot have it all, it's probably their limitation that they are putting onto you because they don't know how to have it all. Because they cannot have it all. It's not necessarily true for you. If someone is coming at you from their own limiting belief, that is their limiting belief. That doesn't really have to be your limiting belief. The third part is manifestation can take years. Now, this is not a totally wrong belief to have, because sometimes manifestations can take time, and that's okay. So if it is not happening very early and very easy and very fast for you, that's okay. There is nothing wrong with that. Probably a lot of things that are involved, and I have a video about it already, which I will link in the description so that you can go into it in detail. But if you have been doing something for years and years and years, and there have been 5 years, and you have been working on yourself because you're thinking that I will finally be good enough and I will finally be worthy of my manifestation after I have fully healed. You will never be fully healed. You are a human being. There will always be something there. And that's what makes you perfect. Not the perfectionism that you are chasing, but that you are unique, but that you have flaws. And that's what makes you perfect. That's what makes you you. You can only be perfect at being you. I can only be perfect at being me. No one can beat me at being me. And no one should, no one can. And usually, why we are in that zone of procrastination that, oh, when I will be perfect, I will get my manifestations. It's because to a certain degree, we are making the manifestation conditional, one. And to the second thing, it's because we are actually afraid of receiving it. That's why we keep putting condition and condition and condition in front of it. It's just like those people who keep taking in content, who there are some people who have been following me, who have been taking all the content that I give in, but still not applying it, because they are thinking the next video will be the one that I will finally get the answer in, and then I will apply it. You already have the answer. And if you don't, that's okay. Maybe once you start, you will find the answer along the way, and the manifestations can come along with that. You can keep working on yourself and still receive your manifestations. The work on yourself should be done for the longevity of that manifestation rather than the coming of it. The fourth belief, you cannot manifest a specific person. Now, for all the people who believe that you cannot manifest a specific person, I understand why you might feel that way. I have a whole video talking about this topic, why manifesting a specific person is possible. So I cannot do justice in this video because this is one of those common beliefs. That's why I mentioned it here, but I will just link that video down below in the description. You can check it out, and I have actually talked about it in detail. But just a short answer of this would be, I myself as a human being have changed thousands of times in my life. I have been an anxious attached partner in one relationship, very confident in the other relationship. I have been chaser in one relationship, and I have been someone who has attracted people without even knowing them fully in other relationships. I have had people reach out to me in streets asking for my number, and I have had girls in my life that I have wanted, but I just couldn't fathom the confidence to go after that thing because I was not confident at that point. So people are ever changing, and just saying that, oh, you cannot get something is more of a limitation coming from a place where you are thinking that you are changing the outside, when all you are doing is you are changing yourself, and the outside is reflecting that. The last limiting belief is that love has to be earned. Now, this is a common belief for people who have went through trauma in their childhood, or who have went through relationships where they were not given love freely, where love was given as a condition to something. Maybe you are someone who, when you were younger, your parents only gave you love when you got good marks, or when you did things according to them, or when you dressed according to them, or when you acted according to them. Or maybe you had friends, and because of peer pressure, you settled in a way where they only accepted you once you started following the common norms that they had put up. And that is where you develop that belief. And this is why probably in relationships you keep doing more for people, keep people pleasing, keep settling, keep celebrating breadcrumbs, and keep putting yourself and your boundaries down, just because somewhere you have gotten this concept in your mind that if I have to get love, it has to be earned, that I cannot be given love freely. I'm here to tell you that that belief is wrong. Can be given love freely, and you should be, because the mere fact that you are born means that you are important, and the mere fact that you are born means that you should be loved. And the biggest thing of all here is to understand that the love that I get in the physical world is a reflection, exact reflection of the kind of love that I give to myself. And I know that your self concept is not needed to manifest, but it surely helps. And once you start putting yourself in a position where you put yourself first, you will see the outside world doing that too. So these are the 5 most common limiting beliefs that I have encountered. Tell me some of yours. I will see if I can make some content on it. Leave it down in the comments below. I will see you guys in the next video. Click the like button if you liked the video. Subscribe and turn the notifications on for more such content. Comment down your video suggestions and I will see you guys in the next one.